G'day everyone, Damien here, and today's blog video is about how to avoid rental vacancy. Now what's rental vacancy? Quite simply, your investment property doesn't have a tenant, and when it doesn't have a tenant, who's paying the mortgage? You. So, how do we avoid it? Well, there's three ways. First of all, we want to make sure we buy a property that's in demand in a market that has a very small vacancy rate, i.e. a property that's always going to be popular. If you buy a one-bedroom loft apartment with carpeted walls, you shouldn't be surprised when it's not in demand and you have great vacancy. Commercial property also has this weakness. When you've got a tenant, it's great, but often the vacancies are quite large. So you want to buy a property that's in the middle of the market that everyone wants, and that's the first step to making sure you're always going to be able to find a tenant easily. Then, second thing, once you've got a tenant, always set your rent $10 to $20 cheaper than the market rate. Now that may sound like you're throwing money away, but you're not. When you think about it, $10 a week is only $500 a year, or $20 a week is only $1,000. But if your tenant leaves and goes somewhere else because they're getting a better deal, then it's going to cost you a week's rent immediately, because the agent will charge you a letting fee to find you a new tenant, and then every week that property's vacant, you're going to lose a week's rent. So it usually takes at least a week to swap tenants over. So straight away you've lost 2 weeks rent anyway. If you charge $10 less than the market, the tenant you've got is not going to leave because they're on a good wicket with you. The third thing you must do is make sure that your rental manager loves you. Send them flowers, heap praise on them, and make sure that they think you're the best thing since sliced bread. Why? Well, when they've got 4 properties that are vacant and only 1 tenant who's looking for somewhere to rent, if your rental manager loves you, they're going to give that tenant to you. If you get cranky with your rental manager, if you give them a hard time, they're going to put your property as the lowest priority, and that's going to cost you dearly. Right, so to summarise, 3 things. Only have property that's always in demand. Make sure that you set your rent below the market rate so that you can get consistently occupied property. And finally, make sure your rental manager loves you so that they always make sure you've got a tenant, and that you get the best tenants and you get them nice and quick. That's it from me today. Hope you enjoyed that. If you liked it, share it, tell some other people about it. Until next time, cheers.